Time magazine has depicted Hillary Clinton, the Wicked Witch of Washington, as having devil horns on the cover this week in this shadowy silhouette type of portrait, which could very well be just a publicity stunt on behalf of another failing mainstream media outlet, as most mainstream media outlets, television, broadcast, print, etc., just continue to literally lose viewers every single day to, well, YouTube channels like mine, which has over 100 million views now at this point. Or maybe it's possible, I guess, that the editors defied their Operation Mockingbird media gatekeepers and accurately depicted Hillary Clinton as a demonic dirtbag, feminazi, Illuminati puppet, Wicked Witch of Washington. The cover has gotten so many people talking that it's making headlines by itself. USA Today has done an article about it, and Time Magazine just posted an article about their own cover. In fact, linking up 34 previous covers that, quote, appear to give people devil horns. All they needed to do is to make this completely accurate is just add a tail onto that, which I'm sure at this point many people have already done. I'm going to have to search for that image and post it. There we go. Oh, there's the Pope with the devil horn. Pope Francis with some devil horns on the cover. Again. There's Pope Benedict there, formerly known as Cardinal Ratzinger, who was actually for decades in charge of covering up the pedophile mafia that runs the Catholic Church. So, I mean, this is a pretty accurate cover there. I would say that's pretty satanic, pretty demonic, right? Another Pope with some devil horns. Time Magazine likes to depict the Pope as having devil horns. Or maybe this mainstream media outlet, which actually was started by a Skull and Bones member, by the way. It could just be trying to, depict Satanism as sexy and cool, and Hillary Clinton's probably secretly smiling about this. But I mean, if you really want to get into some hardcore, Satanism, just go and look up the Bohemian Grove. I don't know how you could possibly explain this, which is why through social media, the digital Berlin Wall, so to speak, has been broken, and the Bilderberg blackout has slowly been lifted a little bit in recent years because it's somewhat easy to just convince the peon public of virtually anything, I guess. But through the plausible deniability talking point of, oh, it's just a conference, oh, it's no big deal. But the Bohemian Grove, I'm not sure how you could possibly explain this. Yeah, especially since you find out when people like President Reagan and President Nixon actually coordinated and launched their political careers in Bohemian Grove. Oh, you think that's a conspiracy theory? Well, I'm sorry if President Nixon just wrote in his memoir, a book that you can go and order on Amazon.com, that his political path began in the Bohemian Grove with his lakeside talk. During the 2-week encampment at the Bohemian Grove that kicks off the second week of July, they have every day after lunch there, they have an off-the-record talk. It's called a Lakeside Chat or Lakeside Talk, where an industry insider, gives a speech to the other elitists as they're just rubbing elbows and, coordinating their final phase in the New World Order. So while it may be somewhat comical that Time Magazine has depicted Hillary Clinton as a demon, I mean, it's literally true. And if you really want to get to the core of the satanic Illuminati secret doctrine, I mean, that is the secret of secrets. And at some point in time, when they announce their Illuminati Masonic Messiah, who I believe will just admit that he's Satan. The counterfeit Christ will admit that he's the devil, but say that he's here to save us, and he came to the Garden of Eden to free mankind, and he's finally overthrown the evil, tyrannical creator, demiurge God. And as the cover of this Time Magazine article shows, the year 2045, their forecasted year for immortality and the transhumanist revolution, when they believe that science will merge with spirituality and that humans will merge with computers and become immortal cyborgs and plug their brain into the internet. I know this sounds completely ridiculous if you're brand new, but trust me, this is what billions and billions of dollars are being poured into by the Illuminati elite in their quest to follow the footsteps of Lucifer, to follow his teachings, and they believe that they're going to become gods. Of course, all this outlined in my books. The books are a lot more serious and in-depth than any of my YouTube videos. You don't just write a book. I mean, you write it and you rewrite it and you rewrite it and you rewrite it, and it's an incredibly complex, time-consuming, and tedious process. So I can't even begin to articulate verbally the information that is contained in my book. So if you're new, You want to get yourself up to speed, just pick one up from Amazon.com or download onto your e-reading device. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're new. There are more videos coming soon. You can check the playlists and previous videos as well. Stay tuned. The New World Order final phase appears to be upon us.